Hey guys, this is Mrs. Bolin. I know you haven't seen me in a while, but I'm gonna help you guys learn some segment addition today. It's really easy as long as you pay attention, so y'all just follow along with me and this will be a really breezy day. So it says write the segment addition postulate for the points described. Draw a picture to help. So the segment addition postulate basically just says that when you add two pieces of a segment together, they create the whole segment. So this says that S is between D and P. Okay, all of these are just points. D, P, S, all of it are just some points. So we've got points D and P, and S is somewhere between them. So it doesn't matter if you put it in the middle, towards the left or the right, wherever you want to put it. S is somewhere between D and P. So for the postulate, we would write that DS, segment DS, plus segment SP is equal to the entire segment from D all the way to P, just like that. Pretty simple. This segment plus this segment create the whole thing. Okay, this next one says that C is between A and E. For each problem, draw a picture representing the 3 points and the information given. Solve for indicated. So now we're going to do the same thing that we did up here, but we're going to add some numbers into it and actually do some math with it. So C is between A and E. So that means my points A and E are on the outsides, with C somewhere in between. Problem number 5 says if segment AC equals 24, so from A to C is 24 inches, and from C to E is 13 inches, then how long is AE? So guys, this is just really simple math, okay? According to our postulate, segment AC plus segment CE should be equal to segment AE, right? AC plus CE equals the whole thing. Well, now I'm just going to replace these segments with the numbers that they are, with the measurements that they are. So AC is 24 inches plus CE is 13 inches. So what's 24 plus 13? It's 37 inches. Okay, very simple. Oh, forgot my inches. There we go. All right, I'm going to skip this part and we're going to go down to number 9. It says refer to the figure and the given information to find each measure. So now it's getting a little bit more complicated. Now we're throwing in some variables in there. And this says that AC is equal to 39 meters. So this whole thing right here is 39 meters. I'm going to go ahead and write out my postulate. My postulate would be that AB plus segment BC is equal to segment AC. And I want to know what X is equal to, what AB is equal to, and what segment BC is equal to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got my postulate right here. This is the simplest part. To find out all of this information, to find out what X is, and then to find out what these segments are, I just need to replace what I see here with what I have right here. So I know that AB is 2x minus 8. So instead of segment AB, I'm going to write 2x minus 8. I'm going to do that down here. Plus, instead of segment BC, I know that from B to C, that's x plus 17. And then equals, instead of AC, I know that segment AC is actually 39. So I'm going to put equals 39. Okay. Now, I want to solve this for x, right? I want to figure out what x is. That's what the question is asking me. So in order to do that, my first step would be to combine like terms. So I've got 2x and x. That's going to make 3x. And then I've got minus 8 and plus 17. So that's really like 17 minus 8, which would give me 9, equal to 39. This over here didn't change. Next, I need to move this 9 over so that I can isolate my variable. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. If you need to build your wall, if you did that last year in algebra, you can build your wall. So minus 9. So this would become, I'm going to write it over here, give myself some more space. I've got 3x equals 30, because 39 minus 9 gives me 30. Now I've just got one last step to isolate my variable. If you build your wall, after that you're going to divide by 3. And what would you get for x? You guessed it, you would get 10. Okay, so we solved for x, but now it wants to know what this segment actually is. Yes, it's 2x minus 8, but now that we know what x is, we can plug in a 10 for x. So this is really like 2 times 10 minus 8. And you can just plug that straight into your calculator, and you would get 12. Same thing over here. Instead of x, we're going to plug in 10 for x. So 10 plus 17 gives us 27. Now let's check to make sure that that's right. If we're saying that AB is 12 plus BC, which is 27, that would be 39. Is that actually what AC is equal to? Yes, it is, so we know that we did it correctly. All right, 11 and 12 are the same, but instead of being given the segment, you just have to create it yourself with U being in between T and B. So I will help you get started on that one, and then you'll finish those up. So U is between T and B. So that means we've got our line segment with T and B on the outsides, and then U is somewhere in between. Okay, then you would just fill out the information. TU is equal to 2x, so that's right here. And then UB is equal to 3x plus 1. And then the whole segment from T all the way to B is 21. Okay, and then you can finish the rest on there. Let's go ahead and flip to the back. And we'll just do, we'll go down to number 20, and then the rest you'll be on your own. So this is new. This little symbol means congruent. Congruent is basically just a geometry way of saying that they are equal. So AB, segment AB is congruent or equal to segment BC. That means that they have the same length. Well, then how come they're not written the exact same? Right? We've got 2x minus 8 over here and x plus 17 over here. They're really the same thing. They're just written two different ways. But I know that they are equal. So if I wanted to solve for x, which this problem wants me to do, I'm not going to do it like we were doing on the front. I'm not going to take this plus this and equal it to something because we don't know what AC is. But we do know that this is equal to this. So that's literally how we're going to solve it. 2x minus 8 is equal to x plus 17. So now, all that we really have to do is just solve for x. I'm going to build my wall, and then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this x over here to join that one. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So 2x minus 1x would give me x, and then we still have minus 8 equals, now all that's left over here is 17. Then one more step, I want to get this x all by itself, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides. X equals 25. So we can write that up there. And then I just need to figure out what these lengths actually are. So if x is 25, we would have 2 times 25 minus 8. Just plug that into your calculator. You would get 50 minus 8, which is 42. BC, we'd really be looking at 25 plus 17. Plug that into your calculator. And you guessed it, it should be the same, right? If these are congruent and we're saying that they're equal, they better actually be equal. And then it wants segment AC. So that's the entire thing. AB plus BC, which would be 84. All right, guys, the rest of this you're going to finish on your own, and that will be your homework. Okay, so be sure you get the whole thing done. You should have everything that we did together, and then you're finishing the rest of it.